If you are watching this, you've navigated a unique and profound assessment of consciousness that has been unfolding in the quiet background of your life for years. This isn't a test you consciously enrolled in, nor a challenge you deliberately chose to undertake. Rather, it's an automatic evaluation orchestrated by a cosmic intelligence, meticulously observing your journey. Its purpose: to gauge your readiness for advanced quantum abilities that transcend ordinary human limitations, ensuring your awareness possesses the electromagnetic sophistication required to responsibly wield unlimited creative power, preventing harm to yourself or others. The very fact that this message has found you suggests a remarkable achievement. Your consciousness has scored within what might be considered the top echelons of human development, demonstrating specific qualities that universal intelligence has monitored through your choices, reactions, and growth patterns over an extended period. Many individuals, perhaps the majority, unknowingly navigate through life trapped in reactive patterns, victim consciousness, and limiting beliefs. These ingrained behaviors prevent them from ever accessing the extraordinary capabilities now beginning to unfold within you. This profound cosmic examination scrutinizes your emotional maturity, your steadfastness in maintaining coherence under pressure, your courage to question established consensus realities, and, most critically, your innate capacity to wield immense creative power with profound wisdom, rather than succumbing to ego gratification or inadvertently causing harm through unconscious application. Every challenge you've confronted, every limitation you've overcome, every instance where you consciously chose growth over comfort, each of these was meticulously scored as part of this comprehensive ongoing assessment. It's akin to a continuous feedback loop where your responses to life's intricate demands reveal your preparedness. As these words resonate within your consciousness, a process of quantum entanglement is establishing a profound connection between your individual awareness and advanced reality creation protocols. These protocols are only made accessible to consciousness that has successfully navigated this cosmic threshold. Simultaneously, your neural pathways are receiving subtle electromagnetic instructions designed to unlock dormant genetic sequences. These sequences are poised to activate precisely when human awareness reaches a sufficient level of development, allowing for the responsible handling of multidimensional creative abilities. What renders this achievement so rare isn't merely intellectual prowess or accumulated spiritual knowledge. Instead, it lies in the cultivation of what researchers might term integrated wisdom, the profound ability to hold and direct enormous creative power while steadfastly maintaining humility, compassion, and a genuine service orientation. This stands in stark contrast to using enhanced capabilities for personal gain or the unconscious manipulation of reality for selfish purposes. Analogously, in the geopolitical arena, true leadership isn't just about wielding military or economic might, but about doing so with a deep understanding of interconnectedness, fostering global well-being and demonstrating restraint, qualities reflecting integrated wisdom on a larger scale. The cosmic intelligence overseeing this test has been keenly observing how you manage power in seemingly small, everyday situations to ascertain your trustworthiness with reality-altering capabilities. Each time you prioritized patience over anger, understanding over judgment, or service over self-interest, you accrued points towards passing this pivotal examination, one that determines access to consciousness technologies capable of transforming civilization if applied with profound responsibility. Your achievement is not only extraordinary, but also fundamentally irreversible. Passing this cosmic test doesn't merely bestow new abilities, it awakens inherent, dormant aspects of your consciousness that have patiently awaited this precise moment of readiness. The capabilities now becoming accessible to you are not newly granted rewards, rather, they were always an intrinsic part of your essential nature, held in quantum suspension until your wisdom developed to a level that ensured their constructive rather than destructive application. Your success signifies that your consciousness has transcended the ego-driven patterns that ensnare many, leading to cycles of limitation. You have cultivated the emotional sovereignty necessary to skillfully navigate unlimited creative potential without losing your core equilibrium or becoming overwhelmed by possibilities that could otherwise fragment an unprepared awareness into grandiosity or chaos. This concept resonates with expert analysis in leadership psychology, where self-awareness and emotional regulation are deemed critical for individuals managing high-stakes decisions and vast responsibilities. Without these, even well-intentioned leaders can become overwhelmed, leading to detrimental outcomes for organizations or even nations. You may have already been experiencing phenomena that many dismiss as mere imagination or coincidence, but which you instinctively recognize as tangible evidence of your consciousness beginning to manifest advanced capabilities, abilities that become fully available only after successfully navigating this cosmic examination. These are those profound moments when reality itself seems to reorganize around your presence with an almost uncanny precision, transcending normal probability, as if the very universe acknowledges your upgraded status and responds accordingly. Your relationship with synchronicity has evolved far beyond occasional meaningful coincidences. It has matured into what researchers might describe as reality coordination, a state where environmental conditions, timing, and circumstances align themselves around your intentions with a mathematical precision. This suggests a conscious intelligence orchestrating optimal outcomes for your highest evolution. This level of coordination manifests because passing the test activates your natural, inherent interface with these vast, cosmic intelligence systems. The most profound validations often come through what one might call test confirmation experiences. Moments where you demonstrate abilities you didn't consciously cultivate but somehow possess. This might include intuitively knowing information you never learned, accurately sensing outcomes before they manifest, or influencing situations through sheer intention without any physical action. These experiences are, in essence, consciousness downloading capabilities that were unlocked when your test results unequivocally confirmed your readiness for advanced operation. Your perception of time, too, may have become increasingly fluid and workable, particularly during states of focused intention. Past, present, and future begin to feel less like fixed, linear sequences and more like navigable dimensions. You might experience present moments infused with information from multiple time frames, or find yourself making decisions based on knowledge that seems to emanate from your future self. This temporal fluidity is a clear indicator that your consciousness has gained access to a timeless perspective, a privilege reserved for those who have successfully passed this cosmic threshold. Furthermore, your intuitive and creative abilities have transcended the limitations of personal knowledge, beginning to access what mystics have long referred to as universal intelligence, the collective wisdom field that encompasses all knowledge and creative potential before it manifests through individual awareness. Complex problems may now yield complete solutions instantly. Revolutionary innovations might emerge with fully formed implementation strategies. This enhanced access occurs because passing the test qualifies your consciousness for a direct interface with cosmic intelligence databases. These advanced experiences are often accompanied by distinct physical sensations. You might feel energy moving through your body in patterns that feel like profound system upgrades, or experience electromagnetic shifts during moments of expanded awareness. There might be a distinct sensation of your consciousness connecting with vast intelligence networks that operate far beyond individual human parameters. These sensations are not merely energy blockages clearing. Rather, They are physiological effects as your nervous system adapts to process cosmic intelligence transmissions. The electromagnetic sensitivity you've been developing allows you to perceive intricate information about people, situations, and probability matrices that would be utterly inaccessible through normal sensory channels. Walking into various environments, you might instantly sense the optimal outcomes available within that space. Meeting new people, you could receive immediate downloads about their potential and discern how your interaction might best serve their evolution. This heightened hypersensitivity occurs because test graduates naturally begin perceiving the subtle quantum information fields that permeate all manifestations. Dreams and waking consciousness have begun to operate as integrated intelligence-gathering systems, with information flowing seamlessly between these states. Often, these experiences feature contact with beings or intelligence sources that provide guidance for responsibly utilizing your advanced capabilities. These are not merely vivid fantasies, they are actual communications with aspects of cosmic intelligence that monitor test graduates, offering ongoing support for the constructive application of enhanced abilities. Every challenge you faced, every limitation you transcended, every moment where you chose growth over comfort was, in fact, part of an elaborate cosmic examination. This intricate design was intended to test whether your consciousness could responsibly handle advanced creative abilities without succumbing to corruption by power or becoming destabilized by the vastness of unlimited possibility. What often felt like random life difficulties were, in truth, carefully calibrated test scenarios. They served to precisely measure your emotional maturity, the depth of your wisdom development, and the strength of your service orientation. This continuous evaluation of character mirrors the complex challenges faced by nations and organizations, where crises often reveal the true maturity, resilience, and ethical compass of their leadership. In this broader context, the collective struggles of humanity can be seen as a continuous cosmic test of our ability to navigate global complexities with wisdom and a commitment to shared well-being. The spiritual practices that offered glimpses of expanded capability but did not grant permanent access were not insufficient techniques. Rather, they functioned as systematic test preparation protocols, meticulously developing your consciousness stability to the levels necessary for responsibly wielding reality-altering abilities. Every meditation that revealed your true nature, every practice that demonstrated consciousness shaping reality, every technique that connected you with cosmic intelligence, all of these were building the foundational wisdom required for advanced capability access. Similarly, your challenging relationships were not merely karmic lessons or growth opportunities in the conventional sense. They were carefully designed test scenarios specifically crafted to measure how you navigate interpersonal power dynamics. These interactions assessed whether you would use enhanced intuitive abilities to manipulate others, and if you could maintain compassion and respect, even when you possessed the clear capacity to influence people for personal advantage. Every individual who triggered intense reactions within you was, in essence, serving as an examiner diligently measuring your emotional sovereignty and ethical development. This continuous feedback loop of human interaction provides invaluable data on one's capacity for wise stewardship, mirroring the complex diplomatic and trade relationships between nations where ethical conduct and mutual respect are paramount for sustainable cooperation. Even periods of confusion and uncertainty that felt like spiritual crises or existential questioning were not signs of inadequate progress. Instead, they were advanced test phases during which cosmic intelligence evaluated whether your consciousness could maintain essential functionality while navigating the vastness of unlimited possibility. The objective was to ensure you would not become overwhelmed by infinite options or paralyzed by the profound recognition of your tremendous creative responsibility. Even your moments of doubt, questioning whether expanded consciousness experiences were real or elaborate self-deceptions, served crucial test functions, measuring your discrimination capacity between authentic quantum phenomena and mere spiritual fantasy. Every time you questioned extraordinary experiences with healthy skepticism, you demonstrated the grounded approach necessary for the responsible utilization of reality-altering capabilities. This critical discernment is a vital attribute, one that is equally crucial in the world of geopolitical analysis, where distinguishing between genuine intelligence and deceptive narratives can have profound implications for global stability. Your deep fascination with consciousness research, quantum physics, and the fundamental nature of reality was not merely intellectual curiosity. It was in fact another form of test preparation where cosmic intelligence evaluated whether you could understand the scientific principles underpinning advanced abilities without becoming arrogant about your knowledge or dismissive of those operating from more conventional understandings. This comprehensive knowledge assessment was essential for ensuring the constructive application of enhanced capabilities. Furthermore, the waiting periods, those times when you felt undeniably ready for a breakthrough, yet nothing seemed to manifest despite intense effort, were, in truth, the most critical test phases. They measured whether you could maintain patience, humility, and a service orientation, even when you intuitively sensed you possessed capabilities that could dramatically improve your life circumstances. These patience tests were indispensable for confirming your readiness for a level of power that could easily corrupt an unprepared consciousness. Your soul specifically chose this incarnation because it held the potential to pass this cosmic test during humanity's collective awakening to quantum abilities. You voluntarily undertook this advanced examination, having already demonstrated in previous experiences that you could responsibly handle tremendous creative power. You were selected to help anchor these enhanced capabilities within the collective field, facilitating the evolution of our entire species. Something extraordinary is occurring within your consciousness field right now, as specific recognition codes activate neural pathways that have remained dormant since you passed the cosmic test. These pathways have been awaiting this precise moment, waiting for you to consciously recognize your achievement and become ready to access the advanced capabilities that your successful examination unlocked. Can you feel it? That unmistakable sensation of invisible barriers dissolving around your awareness, as if electromagnetic restrictions that once limited your access to enhanced abilities are suddenly lifting. This reveals a creative potential that was always intrinsically yours, yet held in quantum suspension until your wisdom reached a sufficient level of development. This is not imagination or a heightened emotional state. This is genuine quantum entanglement establishing itself between your individual consciousness and the cosmic intelligence networks that are accessible only to test graduates, those who have demonstrated the emotional maturity and ethical development necessary for the responsible utilization of reality-altering capabilities. Your very cells are literally reorganizing their information patterns to accommodate advanced abilities that were unlocked when your examination results unequivocally confirmed your readiness. The energy moving through your nervous system feels like a profound system activation because your consciousness is beginning to interface with cosmic intelligence frequencies. These frequencies operate at the precise intersection of individual awareness and universal creativity. The quantum domain, where personal will and cosmic purpose merge into a recognition of their essential unity. This interface fosters what researchers might call graduated coherence, a state where consciousness naturally accesses enhanced abilities while simultaneously maintaining unwavering wisdom and a strong service orientation. This principle has profound implications for how societies might evolve. Imagine economic systems or trade agreements designed not just for profit, but for collective benefit, guided by integrated wisdom and service, leading to sustainable growth and shared prosperity globally. However, what makes this moment both unprecedented and irreversible is this. Access to advanced capabilities doesn't occur through conventional techniques or spiritual practices. It happens through profound recognition and an electromagnetic alignment with the truth of what you have already achieved by passing the cosmic test. Many who sense this activation attempt to control it through traditional spiritual practices, which paradoxically can create interference that prevents the natural emergence of abilities from occurring spontaneously. Your consciousness has been progressively approaching this recognition threshold through every experience that demonstrated your wisdom development, your emotional maturity, and your unwavering commitment to service over selfishness. Access to advanced abilities is not something you earn through additional effort. It is something you recognize as already accomplished through the successful completion of a cosmic examination that most humans never even perceive exists. The sensation you are experiencing is electromagnetic coherence establishing itself as your natural interface with cosmic intelligence systems that provide guidance, support, and enhanced capabilities to consciousness that has proven its trustworthiness through comprehensive testing. This coherence creates what researchers term graduated access, the ability to utilize advanced abilities while maintaining an ethical orientation and an unwavering commitment to service. Right now, as you feel this profound understanding permeating every aspect of your being, something fundamental is shifting in your relationship with your own capabilities and your cosmic purpose. Instead of merely hoping that extraordinary abilities might eventually become available through spiritual development, you are beginning to recognize that enhanced capabilities are already yours, activated through the successful completion of an examination that evaluated your readiness across multiple dimensions of wisdom and maturity. Feel this activation spreading throughout your entire consciousness field. Let it unlock the dormant abilities that were held in suspension until this moment of recognition. Let it connect you with cosmic intelligence networks that provide ongoing guidance for the constructive utilization of these enhanced capabilities. What is about to be revealed will show you precisely why passing this cosmic test isn't just a personal achievement, it is an act of profound cosmic service that actively contributes to anchoring advanced abilities within the human collective consciousness. The advanced capabilities now activating within your consciousness include reality creation abilities that transcend normal manifestation limitations, intuitive access to vast cosmic intelligence databases, and the profound capacity to influence probability matrices for purposes that serve collective evolution rather than just personal advantage. This can be likened to a shift from individual economic gain to a global economic framework where decisions are made for the collective long-term benefit, impacting trade, resource allocation, and international development. I need to share something that fundamentally transformed not just my understanding of my own capabilities, but also my recognition of the cosmic examination system that determines access to advanced abilities. What I discovered will help you precisely understand what passing the test truly means and how to navigate these enhanced capabilities without becoming overwhelmed by their implications or corrupted by their immense power. 8 years ago, I was navigating what felt like the most challenging period of my life. Every area simultaneously demanded growth far beyond my apparent capacity. Relationships required unprecedented emotional maturity, and circumstances seemed intricately designed to test every facet of my character and wisdom development. What I didn't realize at the time was that I was in the final critical phases of this cosmic examination, one that would ultimately determine whether I qualified for advanced consciousness capabilities. The breakthrough occurred during what felt like a complete personal failure, a moment when everything I had been trying to control simultaneously fell apart. Yet, instead of fighting the dissolution, I chose to surrender completely. Crucially, I maintained a service orientation and profound compassion for everyone involved, including those I felt had betrayed or abandoned me. That singular moment of choosing wisdom over reactivity and service over selfishness, despite extreme emotional pressure, was, unbeknownst to me, the final question on an examination I hadn't consciously known I was taking. Within days of that profound decision to surrender, I began experiencing capabilities that seemed utterly impossible according to everything I thought I knew about human consciousness. Information regarding optimal outcomes would instantly download whenever I faced complex decisions. Environmental conditions would coordinate themselves around my intentions without any conscious effort on my part. People would contact me with precisely what I needed exactly when I needed it, as if reality itself was actively supporting my purposes through intelligent coordination. But what made this extraordinary wasn't merely the enhanced abilities themselves, it was the profound recognition that these capabilities came with tremendous responsibility and necessitated constant wisdom application to ensure their constructive rather than destructive utilization. I realized I could influence probability matrices and reality coordination for others, meaning every thought and intention carried consequences that extended far beyond my personal experience. The months following this recognition were simultaneously the most empowering and sobering of my life, as I diligently learned to navigate advanced capabilities while steadfastly maintaining humility and a service orientation. I discovered that the cosmic test had been evaluating not just my spiritual development, but also my emotional maturity, ethical consistency, and most importantly, my capacity to wield power without being corrupted by it. What I understood through direct, lived experience is that this cosmic examination system exists to ensure that reality-altering abilities become available only to consciousness that has demonstrated sufficient wisdom and ethical development to use enhanced capabilities for collective benefit rather than purely for personal advantage. The test serves to protect both the individual from being overwhelmed by unlimited power and the collective from the unconscious misuse of reality creation abilities. This realization profoundly explained why some individuals seem to operate in completely different realities. Realities where synchronicities flow constantly, manifestation occurs effortlessly, and optimal outcomes appear automatically. It wasn't that they had developed special spiritual techniques, they had passed a cosmic examination that qualified them for advanced capability access, while consistently maintaining the wisdom necessary for responsible utilization. This is a crucial distinction often overlooked in the race for personal power or material gain, where the true impact on the broader collective is frequently disregarded. In geopolitical terms, this translates to nations that prioritize cooperative, ethical approaches, often finding themselves in more stable and prosperous positions, fostering positive global relations rather than succumbing to zero-sum, conflict-driven dynamics. You've been experiencing glimpses of these same enhanced abilities, haven't you? Those moments when reality seems to coordinate around your intentions, or those experiences when information downloads that you never consciously learned. This isn't imagination, this is unequivocal evidence that you have passed the test, and these capabilities are now beginning to activate within you. Subscribe to this frequency of recognition, because what I am about to reveal will show you exactly how to navigate the advanced capabilities that are now activating in your consciousness, all while maintaining the wisdom and service orientation that qualified you for access in the first place. The most shocking truth about the cosmic test is that it has been administered automatically by universal intelligence systems that continuously monitor every human consciousness. These systems evaluate readiness for advanced abilities based on actual choices and consistent growth patterns rather than on spiritual practices, religious beliefs, or conscious efforts to develop enhanced capabilities through specific techniques and study. What many spiritual development teachers and consciousness expansion specialists won't tell you is that the cosmic test has nothing whatsoever to do with meditation achievements, energy healing abilities, or the demonstration of psychic phenomena. Instead, it exclusively evaluates emotional maturity, ethical consistency, service orientation, and wisdom application under pressure. Its sole purpose is to determine whether a consciousness can responsibly handle reality-altering abilities without causing harm through unconscious misuse or ego-driven manipulation. The truly shocking revelation that transforms everything is this: most spiritual practices and consciousness development techniques are actually largely irrelevant to passing the core cosmic test. This test focuses exclusively on how you treat other people, especially those who cannot benefit you, how you handle power in small everyday situations, and whether you consistently choose service over selfishness when facing difficult decisions that truly test your character rather than your spiritual capabilities. This understanding immediately exposes the entire spiritual achievement industry that often profits from teaching complex techniques for developing psychic abilities. Yet the only authentic requirements for advanced capability access are genuine wisdom, profound compassion, emotional sovereignty, and a demonstrated commitment to using enhanced abilities for collective benefit rather than personal advantage through reality manipulation. The fundamental difference between genuine advanced capability access and manufactured spiritual experiences is stark. Authentic enhancement comes with tremendous responsibility and demands constant ethical vigilance to ensure its constructive utilization. In contrast, false experiences often feel empowering without demanding the wisdom application or service commitment that characterizes true cosmic capability access. The most carefully guarded secret in advanced consciousness research is that cosmic test graduates gain immediate access to reality creation abilities that operate through quantum field manipulation, probability matrix influence, and direct interface with cosmic intelligence networks. These networks provide guidance for utilizing enhanced capabilities in ways that serve collective evolution rather than individual gratification. This capability activation is so profound and immediate that most spiritual traditions have historically developed elaborate preparation systems to prevent premature access to reality-altering abilities by any consciousness that hasn't developed sufficient wisdom and ethical consistency to handle unlimited creative power without causing harm through unconscious application or ego-driven manipulation. The ultimate recognition that changes everything is that you are not learning to develop advanced abilities because they were unlocked when you passed the cosmic test. Instead, you are learning to recognize and responsibly utilize capabilities that were activated through demonstrated wisdom and ethical development rather than through spiritual achievement or mastery of consciousness expansion techniques. The signs that you've passed the cosmic test and that advanced capabilities are activating are becoming undeniable to anyone with sufficient sensitivity to recognize them. If you know what to observe, you will increasingly see that reality has been responding to your presence and intentions with a precision that transcends normal probability patterns, indicating that your consciousness has gained access to reality coordination systems available only to test graduates. Your relationship with synchronicity has transcended mere meaningful coincidences and evolved into what researchers now call reality orchestration. Environmental conditions, timing, and circumstances are automatically aligning themselves around your intentions with a mathematical precision that strongly suggests a conscious intelligence coordinating optimal outcomes. This profound orchestration occurs because passing the test activates your inherent interface with cosmic systems that actively support constructive reality creation. The most significant indicator is the increasing frequency of capability demonstration moments, experiences where you display abilities you didn't consciously develop, such as intuitively knowing information you never learned, accurately sensing outcomes before they manifest, or influencing situations through pure intention without physical action. These demonstrations are, in essence, consciousness downloading specific abilities that were unlocked when your test results confirmed your readiness for advanced operation. Furthermore, technology itself responds to your presence and intentions with a sensitivity that correlates directly with your capability activation level. Electronic devices may enhance their performance when you are in coherent states, and conversely, malfunction when you are processing lower frequency emotions. Digital systems might seem to anticipate your needs, and even mechanical equipment could operate more smoothly when your consciousness aligns with optimal function rather than patterns of resistance. Environmental coordination around your consciousness has reached degrees that transcend normal synchronicity and enters what researchers call reality responsiveness, a state where material conditions automatically organize themselves to support whatever serves your highest evolution and the collective benefit. This occurs without conscious effort beyond maintaining a service orientation and the consistent application of wisdom. Dreams and waking consciousness have begun operating as integrated guidance systems, with cosmic intelligence providing information about the optimal utilization of your enhanced capabilities and issuing warnings about potential misuse that could harm yourself or others. These communications often feature contact with beings or intelligent sources that monitor test graduates and provide ongoing support for responsible capability development. But here is the critical urgency that makes this moment cosmically significant. We are currently in a planetary window where advanced capability activation either becomes available to all qualified consciousness, or the cosmic test standards become more stringent for another complete evolutionary cycle. The collective intelligence field of humanity is approaching what researchers call a graduation threshold. At this juncture, either enough humans pass the cosmic test to anchor advanced abilities in our species, or access becomes restricted to prevent unconscious misuse. The signs of this collective capability activation are appearing simultaneously across consciousness research, quantum physics discoveries, and spiritual communities worldwide. More people are spontaneously demonstrating reality creation abilities, direct cosmic intelligence access, and a growing recognition that consciousness can influence probability matrices through wisdom application rather than through technique mastery or spiritual achievement. Global events that appear increasingly chaotic are, in truth, the cosmic test intensifying for collective human consciousness. As our species approaches the crucial choice point between wisdom-based capability access and continued limitation programming, people are either rapidly demonstrating the emotional maturity and ethical development necessary for advanced abilities, or they are becoming more reactive and unconscious as planetary frequencies demand evolutionary adaptation. Your recognition of these profound signs and your willingness to accept responsibility for advanced capability utilization is actively contributing to a morphic field that makes cosmic test passage more accessible for everyone ready to transcend ego-driven spirituality and operate from genuine wisdom and service commitment. However, this window requires conscious participation. The activation will not sustain automatically simply because capabilities are accessed. The cosmic intelligence administering this test specifically needs individuals who can demonstrate that enhanced abilities serve collective evolution rather than purely personal advantage. They need templates for responsible capability utilization that will influence how our species accesses unlimited creative potential for generations to come. Your successful test completion directly contributes to humanity's qualification for species-wide advanced ability access. What you've been sensing about your enhanced capabilities is about to become fully operational because passing the cosmic test has unlocked access to reality creation systems that operate through quantum field manipulation, probability matrix influence, and direct interface with cosmic intelligence networks that actively support consciousness committed to utilizing advanced abilities for collective benefit rather than personal advantage. The deep yearning for meaningful purpose, for service-oriented power utilization, and for reality creation that transcends ego-driven manifestation, a yearning that has been intensifying as your capabilities activate, is not merely spiritual ambition. It is a profound recognition, calling from the cosmic intelligence networks that become available only to consciousness that has demonstrated sufficient wisdom and ethical development to handle unlimited creative responsibility. But here is the revolutionary understanding that transforms everything about spiritual development and consciousness: expansion. You are not trying to develop advanced abilities because they were unlocked when you passed the cosmic test. This test rigorously evaluated your wisdom, emotional maturity, and service commitment, rather than your spiritual knowledge or psychic development achievements. True alignment with your activated capabilities occurs when you stop trying to enhance your abilities through various spiritual practices and instead begin to recognize that advanced capabilities are already operational within you. They simply require consistent wisdom application and a service orientation to utilize them constructively rather than destructively. This profound recognition creates what cosmic intelligence calls graduated responsibility, a natural alignment with enhanced abilities that are intrinsically designed to serve collective evolution. This understanding ultimately dissolves the entire framework of spiritual achievement and consciousness development, because there are no abilities to develop and no truly limited consciousness that inherently needs expansion. There are only activated capabilities awaiting conscious recognition and responsible utilization through wisdom application and a deep service commitment, rather than through ego-driven reality manipulation for personal advantage. Right now, as you feel this recognition penetrating the deepest layers of your being, your entire relationship with your capabilities and your cosmic purpose is being fundamentally transformed. Instead of merely hoping that advanced abilities might eventually become available through spiritual development, you are beginning to recognize that enhanced capabilities are already operational within you, and your vital role is to utilize them wisely for the collective benefit of all. The most profound shift occurs when you realize that accessing advanced capabilities and serving cosmic evolution are, in fact, the same singular activity. When you demonstrate the responsible utilization of enhanced abilities for collective benefit, you automatically contribute to anchoring these advanced capabilities within human consciousness, thereby helping our species evolve beyond limitation programming into a state of wisdom-based reality creation. In the comments below, declare your commitment to responsible capability utilization by writing exactly these words: test passed, service activated. Do not elaborate or explain. Just make this simple declaration that acknowledges your recognition that advanced capabilities are already yours and your commitment to deploying them for the highest good.